Happy New Year, and thank you so much for joining us here today. I am so happy that you could be here with us. This morning, we commemorate the introduction of LSS Aspen Center, a high-quality, affordable drug and alcohol treatment center in Waukesha County, a center that will give hope and healing to many in our community. LSS Aspen Center is personal to many of us, including me. I know the fear and the heartbreak of a loving family living with this active disease. I also know the joy and recovery through my sister who struggled with these conditions. She received care through a residential treatment facility like Aspen Center. And with the support of her family, faith, and a therapy team, my sister has been sober for the last 17 years. I am so proud of her. Many advancements have been made in addiction treatment over the last 17 years since my sister found recovery. This October 5th, we quietly opened the Aspen Center doors to individuals and families in need of our critical care services. Today, women and men are moving in to our 24-hour physician supervised facility, and they are already experiencing the love, compassion, and care through best practices and evidence-informed practices. This is a critical time for people in our region. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, there are 81,000 drug overdose deaths in the United States that occurred in the last 12 months, ending in May of 2000. 81,000. The report indicates that these deaths were accelerated by the disruption of COVID-19. And in a recent report by the United Health Foundation, Wisconsin, it says Wisconsin's excess alcohol consumption remains significant public health challenge. LSS Aspen Center is our 17th substance use treatment center located in Wisconsin. The program builds on 40 years of effective addiction services and evidence-based therapies that LSS has delivered in Waukesha County and throughout our great state. Thousands have found recovery through LSS, and are now using their God-given gifts to serve. Ashley is one of them. She was using alcohol daily to cope with her traumatic past. As a result, her children were removed from her custody and placed in temporary foster care. Ashley found LSS and was enrolled in our family program, which allowed her for supervised visitation with her children. Ashley stayed with LSS for 14 months. She worked with our staff to heal her past traumas and develop positive goals towards recovery and self-sufficiency. Ashley was eventually reunited with her children and today lives as a sober, actively engaged mother. Thanks to you, thousands more like Ashley and their families will find similar hope in Waukesha County. Addiction and recovery doesn't happen alone. Likewise, we did not complete this project on our own. LSS employees, donors, family board members, volunteers, and the community all joined together to make this multi-year project a reality. Thank you, City of Waukesha Mayor Sean Riley, for your partnership and your compassion. Your collaborative spirit is vital as we work together to maintain a steady decline in alcohol and drug-related deaths in Waukesha, southeast of Wisconsin, and this great state. Thank you, Waukesha County Executive Paul Farrell, for your leadership and your coordination of many local and state partners that were needed to make this project a reality and a success. We are grateful to the Board of Supervisors of Waukesha County for the many years of attention you have paid to ensuring financial barriers do not limit an individual's ability to seek recovery. Thank you to the council members of the City of Waukesha for recognizing the need of expanded services in your community and approving the necessary permits to allow this program to grow. Many elected officials representing local county, state, federal government have joined us here today. Thank you for your commitment, passion, and leadership to help ensure access to affordable treatment for people in our region. Because of your efforts, now residents can receive the highest level of care at a reasonable cost without having to travel hundreds of miles from their families. I am confident that LSS Aspen will be a beacon of hope for the people in southeastern Wisconsin for many, many years to come. A special thank you to our donors. I am deeply humbled by your generosity. There are two families that played a significant role in making this happen. They are David and Susie Berkey, and John and Karen Silsap. Because of you, many lives in Wisconsin will be saved. Many lives in Wisconsin will be healthy. And because of you, many lives will be restored, allowing them to become productive, thriving members of society. $700,000 was contributed from these two families. Thank you so much on behalf of LSS. Thank you. Pat Westner and the LSS Foundation, thank you for your steadfast commitment to the Aspen Center vision, community advocacy, and investment. To all of our church partners, thank you for your years of partnership and volunteerism with Genesis House and now Aspen Center. Your many hands and hearts have built a strong community of support for the clients we serve. And Dick Pieper, thank you so much, my friend, for helping us close out our $1.7 million capital campaign in 2020, and for your generous $50,000 challenge, which was matched dollar for dollar by December 31st. Now I would like to welcome Mayor Sean Riley to unmute and share why LSS Aspen Center is so important in the city of Waukesha and for its residents. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Hector. I'm very happy to be able to be present for this event. It seems like an amazingly different time since the groundbreaking. Obviously, COVID has taken over most of the media attention, but every one of us present here today knows that our community is still suffering and it's still suffering, and probably more so, from opioid-related deaths and problems. And what is so special about the LSS Aspen Center is that it provides treatment to those who desperately need it. Treatment from LLS Aspen is on par or better with that is provided for those with the high-end insurance. And what's even more important for the city of Waukesha and Waukesha County is the treatment is local. I've talked to people where their treatment needs to be done 3-4 hours away. Obviously, that becomes a major problem, especially for people with families and mothers with children, stuff like that. And the facility that is open is providing that treatment for people locally. And I find that very, very heartening, and I'm very glad that we are at this point. Another thing that's different is I'm not able to tease my brother Pat. I think many of you may know Pat. I just want to let you know that he sends his well wishes. He's very happy that the LLS Aspen Center is open, and he just had a baby boy last week, so 9.5 pounds. So kudos to his wife. So kind of wrapping up, I am thrilled that LLS Aspen Center is open and providing treatment. There's no question that opioid problems for everyone in our community is something that needs to be addressed. And I'm so happy that LLS Aspen Center is helping us address those problems. And I thank the LLS Aspen Center for doing that. Following me is your county executive, Paul Farrell, who has also I know that he is very concerned and very involved in trying to help people with opiate addiction. So Paul, I'm gonna turn it over to you. Thank you very much.
Mayor, thank you. And again, I'm going to echo his comments. Hector, your team has done a phenomenal job. It's funny. I was going through some of my pictures, and the pictures came up from the groundbreaking that we had for Aspen Center. And Sean, I agree. It would be so much more fun to be in person, sharing this and sharing the conversations that we could have with it. But I'm glad we could be here. It may have been a quiet opening in October, but I'll tell you, we've got to shout from the mountaintops that this is available. As Sean said, we still challenge and face the opioid addictions and the addictions that we're dealing with in a much different atmosphere. And it is a struggle for those that have already been struggling. Now to have a new facility that can give them the help that they need to get back on their feet and get back into the community is fantastic. When you look at what we've partnered with Genesis before, and now with Aspen, these are going to be great opportunities in the county to continue to provide that help to those that desperately need it. I can't thank you enough for your leadership, and Mayor, I can't thank you enough for what you have done for the city. This is a great opportunity. I look forward to a day that we can get together and really do a good job celebrating the opening of the facility and being able to see the accomplishments that are there. But thank you all for the support that you provided throughout the years to LSS and especially to Aspen Center so we can get this going. We look forward to more partnerships with you and more ways that we can provide a level of service to those that need it so they can get back on their feet and be part of this community again and part of the kind of the great county that we live in and what we do. I appreciate all your efforts.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is Pat Westner, and I'm speaking on behalf of the LSS Foundation. I'm currently serving as chairperson. And I want to, first of all, I know there are several other foundation board members who are on this call. I want to thank them for all their effort and all their work that they have done on behalf of Lutheran Social Services, especially the leadership of John Silseth and Dave Berkey, who Hector referenced earlier. They have been active leaders on the foundation board for years and have been involved with Lutheran Social Services for many years. So thanks to both of them for their outstanding role in this. The LSS Foundation was founded over 40 years ago, and it's interesting because it originated with DePaul Hospital, which those of you who remember the history, DePaul was one of the very early hospitals in town that was addressing addiction and at that time, a lot of alcohol issues, but addiction and recovery services. So it's interesting that all these years later, the LSS Foundation has been able to enjoy its role in providing funding to LSS and especially for the Aspen Center, which is keeping that tradition and that legacy alive. The foundation provides funding annually as well as for new programs and for expansion programs. So this new Aspen Center was right up the alley for what the foundation is all about. So I want to thank again the board members of the foundation, the leadership team at LSS, all the people involved in making this a wonderful celebration. And at this point, turn it back to Hector for his comments.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor Riley, County Executive Farrell, and Pat Westner for being here today and for your comments. We are grateful to strong leaders like you that believe in mental health and addiction recovery initiatives like LSS Aspen Center. Your support will help remove stigma and reduce barriers to health and healing for our neighbors, family members, and friends for many years to come. Now, I am excited to welcome you inside LSS Aspen Center for our very first special tour, led by a program manager, Connie Schrank. But first, we need to officially open our doors with all of you here today. So without further ado, Melissa, please roll tape. Today and every day, we celebrate recovery. Aspen Center is a wonderful facility that's going to do so much for people in our community. Please officially join me and a countdown in our ribbon cutting for this beautiful facility that's going to change lots of lives. Now, 1, 2, and 3. And now join us on our tour of Aspen Center.
And welcome to Aspen Center. This is our main entrance where the staff office is. There's a huge staff office that everybody appreciates, and as you can see, there's windows all around. This provides additional security as the staff can see who is entering and exiting the doors. So the hallway to my right is the entrance to the women's common areas and kitchen. There are 4 bathrooms down that hallway, all with showers. Now we are in the women's kitchen area, and this kitchen, you'll see a duplicate, a little bit smaller, but it's meant for up to 10 women that we serve on this side of the building. Really nice appliance, I can tell you. When women walk in and see this kitchen, it can be intimidating for them, but at the same time, they're so anxious to learn how to cook, learn how to make snacks and desserts for their families. And we have staff and other residents that have been really good at cooking that help them develop these skills. You'll notice on the other side is there's a doorway. That is the doorway that separates the men's treatment side from the women's treatment side. And here we are in the women's lounge / group room area. And this is an area where the ladies come, join together, they watch TV, we play games, do some reading. There's quite a few different areas. And then as you can see, we participate in group. We have the whiteboard, which they most often use for their little reminders. So it's often very pretty. And here we are in the women's side with their exercise room. As you can see, we have plenty of aerobic equipment for the residents that we have. We also have like yoga mats and small weights that the ladies use. Here we are in the men's common area. This is one area out of 2 for the men just to kind of sit down and relax and have space outside of their bedrooms. The clients ordinarily sit in this area waiting for their individual session with a counselor, or just doing the morning coffee, morning meditation. We have bedrooms that go along all the way down this hall and the opposite hall. There's up to 17 beds for men, and they are at this time all single bedrooms. However, after the COVID days, there'll be double beds. Notice a slight difference in the men's and women's kitchen. The men's is larger because we will have up to 17 men in the building at one time. The kitchen has state-of-the-art appliances. It's a beautiful kitchen. Our clients love when they walk into this kitchen. So the clients do cook their own meals, and sometimes they assist with planning of the meals so that it's food that they're interested in. 2 clients are assigned to do the cooking, and usually we have one client that is very well at cooking for others and the other one that is intended to learn. And right outside of the windows is the courtyard. The courtyard for only men, so this is an area where the clients can get out, get some sun on a summer day. They also, this is their smoking area. This is family visitation area out here so that you're not stuck indoors for visitations.
wonderful tour. Thank you, Hector, Mayor Riley, County Executive Farrow, and LSS Board Chair Pat Wesner for your kind words and remarks and encouragement. We are so grateful for all of your support of LSS Aspen Center. We're grateful also to all of our donors. With your help, on December 31st, we completed our $1.7 million capital. This was the first campaign in LSS's recent history spanning more than 40 years. We are so grateful to the community for your leadership, for your commitment, especially to Dave Berkey, John Stilseth, the LSS Foundation, the Siebert Foundation.
Thank you very much, Jackie. And again, thank you everybody for joining us here today. We hope you are as impressed and excited about the new LSS Aspen Center as we are. And please stay in touch with us as we will with you. We need your ongoing support and partnership because addiction recovery does not happen alone.
So with that, we have one more opportunity for you to support the LSS Aspen Center. And this is one that we hope you'll enjoy. If you'd like to leave a video or written message of support for the residents of LSS Aspen Center, please go to lsswis.org/Aspen Center to learn how. Your video message, anywhere from a few seconds to up to a minute, and tips for recording are on our website. We'll develop a video montage using your comments to share with the residents of LSS Aspen Center and their families. Now, before we go, we want to leave you with one message from Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, and that will conclude our event today. Thank you so much and have a great week.
Hey everybody, I am Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes, and I am so excited to congratulate everyone at Lutheran Social Services on the grand opening of the LSS Aspen Center in Waukesha. Now, it wasn't so long ago when I had the tremendous opportunity to join you all for the groundbreaking ceremony for the Aspen Center. And now, here we are today with a center that's poised to do so much good for the people of this community and the people of our entire state. As we know, for over 40 years, Lutheran Social Services has been offering life-saving, compassionate programming to eliminate the barriers for Wisconsinites who are on the path to recovery from addiction. But this new center in Waukesha will be instrumental in addressing the gap that exists currently in affordable medically monitored treatment services, specifically for the women in the surrounding community. Now, this center will make it possible for women to be able to get the treatment that they need and deserve in their own communities with the support of their loved ones nearby, and also with their employment opportunities being sustained at the same time. Now, we know that we need more services like this all across the state of Wisconsin, the types of services that treat people like people and allow those who are struggling to get the help and care that they need to become healthy and to stay healthy. Finally, I also want to congratulate you all on raising the final $100,000 for your Lutheran Social Services Aspen Center capital campaign. This work is changing so many people's lives, and it deserves everyone's support. So once again, thank you all for everything you do each day for our state. I cannot wait for the opportunity to visit the center in person and see the important work that you all do and the work you continue to do. Thanks again.